video. I wanted to do a quick and simple project for you, and I know a lot of you like my longer videos with in-depth tutorials, but I figured I could probably get more videos up if I did a few of the shorter, more simple, easy tutorials. I do consider all of my tutorials really easy and user-friendly and anybody can do it, but I wanted to do some simpler videos with really basic supplies that you probably already have and you can craft right along with me. So in this video, we're going to be adding a little bit of whimsy to some envelopes by using storybook pages. So I'm just using a Bambi book for the lining of these envelopes. And as you can see, there's different kinds here. Here's just like a regular envelope with like the rectangle shape. And then here's these, one with this like Euro flap, which is like the exaggerated kind of triangle flap. And then here's just one that I made on my envelope punch board. Again, with the triangle flap. So these are so easy to make. You don't have to have a lot of supplies to do it. You can just get a pack of envelopes and grab like a vintage book that you have that's falling apart, or just go to the Dollar Tree. So I have two examples here. This is a book that I got at the Dollar Tree several years ago, and I bought several copies because I love the pages. They have like a vintage look to them, and they're matte pages. And so I've already used quite a few out of here. And this is just back when the Dollar Tree was, everything was $1. Look at how pretty that page is. And this one, oh my goodness. So I've already, again, used several pages out of here, but then here's like a real vintage book that would be perfect. Look at these colorful, beautiful pages. And they have like natural aging. My sister found this one for me at, I believe, like a used bookstore. And so these would be perfect also. You could also just use like the really thin weight scrapbook paper. That would look pretty too. And this is a great project if you love your envelope punch board. You can make a lot of like really pretty pattern envelopes that are single-sided and then line it with book pages. So let me show you how easy this is. I came up with like kind of like a streamlined formula that you can use for any type of envelope. I think it adds so much whimsy and cuteness to these envelopes. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I was saying, you can take any envelope and just use this technique to measure and cut your book page. So I've already cut this down. I made this on my envelope punch board. And just a little side note, if you don't have an envelope punch board, you should definitely save up and get one, because as I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, it is my favorite tool in the craft room, and it is so user-friendly. It's like endless possibilities with scrapbook paper, and it is the easiest tool to use. So I'm going to link a bunch of videos where I show how to use it from my channel, and I'll link them below here in the description. But anyways, back to the lined envelope. I just made this one out of some 8x8 scrapbook paper. So you're going to measure from side to side and see what your measurement is. This one happens to be 6 1/4. So for the measurement across on your book page, you're going to subtract 3/4 of an inch. So because this is 6 1/4, I cut this page down to 5 1/2. Then you're going to turn it this way, and from the tip of the envelope, I'm going to measure it, and this happens to measure 7 1/2. So from that measurement, I like to subtract 2 inches. So because this is 7 1/2, I cut this down to 5 1/2, up and down. So now you have your storybook page, and it measures 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. And that is really came out easy because of the size envelope that I'm using. And the ones from the store, they already have the adhesive on here. And so you can kind of detect where that is. You're going to kind of just eyeball on the ones that you hand make and leave enough room to where you're going to add your adhesive. So when you scoot this up, make sure it's centered left to right, and you're just going to eyeball enough space up here for the glue. So now that I have it centered and there's enough space up here, I just want to take my book page. I'm going to fold it in as far as I want it. So again, you want to leave enough room here for adhesive. And if you want a measurement, pretty standard would be 3/8. So that's a little bit bigger than 1/4. So I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to do the same, holding the page down. I'm going to do the same on this side. And I'm just going to eyeball how much I think I need. So there's kind of how much space you left, which is really good. So then I like to pull this out. It's easier to go ahead and pull it out to cut. And you're just gonna unfold these and cut on that fold line. So easy, right? So just take your scissors and cut on the fold line that you made. Same for this side. I like to save all these little scraps for my junk journal. So now that we have it cut, I like to just round this as much as I can. There we go. So I love how that turned out. And then you're just gonna put it right back into the envelope and you're gonna center it again, but you know that you're gonna have enough space to put your adhesive on there. Or if you don't want adhesive and you just wanna kind of close it and tape it down, that's fine too, but it looks nice with a little border. That looks really good to me. And then holding the bottom part down, I'm gonna turn this way and just fold the envelope on its natural fold line here. So this is when I get my bone folder and fold it down. And then when you pull this flap up, this is the back of the paper, and I'm just gonna take a glue stick and add glue just to the back of this flap. And the reason I'm not using like a little tape runner like this is because these pages can get really delicate and those runners can rip it sometimes. So I recommend using a glue stick, or you can even use wet glue. So then just take this and close it again, press it down. And when you open it, you have the cutest little lined envelope ever, and it's so whimsical. I love it so much. Isn't that just adorable? Oh my goodness. I love how it turned out. And then you can just slip your card in there and you have the cutest little lined envelope. So let's do one more together. I made this on my envelope punch board as well, and I use double-sided scrapbook paper. So to me, these already look lined. So I think something like a book page would look so cute against the already decorated side, as well as one that's not double-sided. So I already cut this page down using the same technique as this one. And I'm deciding what side I want this on. I think I want it on this side. That's super cute. So I just want to, again, stick this in here, make sure it's centered. And I'm just going to hold down the bottom, and I'm going to fold the pages in where I want them. Just like that. And you don't have to measure this. These are just some handmade, cute little envelopes. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with all the ones that I made in just a second. It's going to be a cute little gift. Okay, so now that we have our folds, I'm going to take it out and cut on the fold lines, just like I did on the last one. Okay, so because of the size of this paper, it actually came to a point. So instead of cutting this manually, I'm just going to use one of my corner rounders. And I have my corner chomper, but I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to use my envelope punch board because this side of it just rounds the corner. So I'm going to just stick it in there and press down. So now that corner got rounded. And I'm just going to put this in my envelope and get it where I want it again. I think right there actually looks perfect. And then hold it and close the envelope where it naturally folds. Grab the bone folder and open it up. That side was cute too, wasn't it? Okay, I'm going to use my glue stick. I love this glue stick, by the way. It's the Tombow mono glue stick. I really recommend it, especially for junk journaling. So now I'm just going to close the envelope again, press it down. So then when you open it, there's our cute little lined envelope. I think the colors complement each other so well. I really love how whimsical this is with the pattern on pattern look. It is so cute. And you don't have to glue the bottom part because it just lays flat in there. And then the card or whatever you put in there will kind of hold it down. So there's the 2 we made together. And then with the 3 I made off camera right here. What I think I want to do with these is kind of bundle them up and give them as a gift to a crafty friend. So they can use them for whatever they want. So I bet you already guessed what I was going to be using, seam binding. I love these two colors. This one is pistachio and this one is citrus. And so I get these, if you don't already know, from MyScrapcabin shop on Etsy. It is my favorite Etsy shop, and she makes the best crinkle dyed seam binding. And I have a 15% off coupon code right here that you can use. So head over there and stock up on some really pretty seam binding. So I just have this little bin of tags on my desk, and I'm just going to use this plain white one. And I'm just going to grab the little Bambi book again and choose a page where I can make a cute tag. Since it's very Bambi themed, I'm going to use this little image right here. And then I just want to take a pencil and trace it. Super easy. Now we have a tag, and this makes the cutest little gift ever. And it was so easy, and you probably already have all the stuff to make these. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you're all doing well, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye!